Hi guys, this is another video, showcasing, basically it's a continuation of the previous video where I showcased, or rather a deck profile of my my Tempo Spellbook deck that I ran in 2015, if I can remember correctly. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to quickly show some replays of casual PvP matches I did not too long ago, and you'll get an idea of the consistency and the combos, the way this deck plays against current decks. So let's go right in. This first one, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the best game I had. I made a lot of misplays. But here you can see we go first Foolish Burial into Stoic. Then we get Temperance. We're not going to use Temperance this turn though. Instead, the blue boy play for some loops gives more card advantage, so that's why I went for it. And right now we're plus 3. Yeah, I think plus 3. But it didn't matter here because he's running Monarchs, and whenever you're facing Monarchs, you have to be careful about getting overconfident. That was not a good warning. Anyway, we get some recycling here. Don't really get that much. I had to do a dummy Spellbook of Wisdom there to get Temperance proc. Then we use other Spellbook of Wisdom to cancel, lose one turn, get some damage there, but remember, this next turn he's going to be the most important turn of the game for him. I made a bad Book of Moon play there. Then I did a really bad Torii, because I didn't really know what was going on with his variant of Monarchs. The Monarchs I was used to were very anti-meta. They involved a lot of frogs. And here the combo is decent, but not going to be enough for the game. What he goes for next turn is just outright scary. Probably shouldn't have set this power because he ends up popping it. And then plus, it just has no value. The bluff doesn't work here. Priestess goes away. Top deck Crescent's a dead draw. That was game. Alright, so yeah, not the best showcase in that game. But it won't matter too much. The next game versus Abyss Actor, I guess. I didn't really know what that was, but it didn't matter. We had a good starting hand. Crescent, open up with Crescent, then go for Secrets, Blue Boy, Master, get a lot of card advantage. In this case, we weren't able to go for that much, but and then of course that Twin Twisters was like a feels bad man moment. Trying to go for the card advantage and ended up getting popped by Twin Twisters. Kind of feels bad, but it's okay. We had a good top deck right there. Then I went for Fate because I didn't want this guy's effect to proc at all. Then this is actual card advantage, field advantage especially. He sets his entire hand. Then of course this top deck is exemplary. Allows us to go for even better loops. Spellbook of Knowledge on Stoic is amazing. Then of course we draw on some Temperance. We get double poppage in his back row. But that back row was a bluff. It didn't matter. He surrendered because he saw the amazing tempo of Spellbook. This next one's against Dark Magician, and this one I got countered really hard by Dark Magic Circle and Secret Village, and this hand was pretty decent hand. It wasn't the hand that killed me, it was the fact that I didn't have enough monsters throughout the game. And of course I went for all these combos here, but none of them were able to go into monster because, you don't have that many monster targets. Then he gets double Magical Navigation, which is just really frustrating, especially when you're trying to open up with your really good combos using a really good hand. But of course his own hand was pretty good counter against me, so I respect that. And High Priestess top deck really good, but not enough to get the game because of Magical Navigation again. Dark Magic Circle proc and banish High Priestess. That's game. Not much I can do. Of course, I would have loved to use Regeki because that would have been the most satisfying Regeki of my life, but it happens where you don't get to do what you want to do. And yeah, with those two cards, Secret Village and Dark Magic Circle, Dark Magician gave me a hard time right there. This next one was against, I think, a mill deck. I couldn't figure out what deck it was. Didn't really matter. Had a decent opening. 4 face downs is kind of comical, but in the end we were able to get the card advantage because he doesn't look like he has that good of a hand. Of course, you go for some Blue Boy loops. Crescent is a nice stop deck there. Go for Knowledge. Stops there because I went for Knowledge early instead of Master. Doesn't matter though, because this next sequence is really good. And then we get a Temperance for next turn. Not that it matters anyway, because all of our targets for Temperance have been, or all of our targets for Temperance are now in our hand, so it doesn't really matter. I warned to that because I didn't want him to have any control. And then it so happened that he played Shallow Grave, which was good for me anyway, because I have Blue Boy. Blue Boy's effect activates when it's flipped face up, so that's really nice. And then this hand is just amazing. It's really optimal for Spellbook. And I think we're able to get a game on this turn. Not like lethal, but I think he surrendered. Anyway, you see these combos. This is the time where he used power to get the optimal damage. But at the end of the day, he decided to surrender, so yeah. And World in our hand here, like some people ask me, what do you do if you get World in your hand? Are you going to tribute summon it? Well, obviously not. I mean, that's pretty minus, and you're not even going to get its effect. What you can do, if you really badly want to tribute summon it, assess whether it's going to have good value in the end, good net value. So assess the card advantage. Try to predict what the opponent's next moves are if you can, if you know the deck, if you know the meta you're facing. Anyway, yeah, if you tribute summon it, then go for Knowledge and tribute it. Then that's decent, especially if you have life somewhere around. We didn't have life, so World of Prophecy is pretty useless here. But otherwise, it shouldn't be that bad to figure out what to do with it, really, because, I mean, tribute summoning it, sure, I mean, it's not necessarily the biggest value, but at least if you have life, then Spellbook of Life somewhere close by, then you can still proc its effect. But it shouldn't matter, because High Priestess is going to be the main focus when you're trying to control the game. World is just for explosive plays. This next one's against this guy again. I met him earlier when he was playing, I think, a different deck. I can't remember. But anyway, it looks like he's playing machine type deck. I couldn't figure out what type of machine type deck it was. But anyway, we open up the Stoic, normal Stoic, go into Knowledge, get Temperance in our hand for next turn. Then we go for Secrets, get some decent card advantage. He plays Machine of Fortress, which is fine. I didn't want to strike that, excuse me. I didn't want to strike that because I wasn't scared of it. I knew what I was going to go for. So we pop the face down. It looks like it's Haunt Call. Then Haunt Call doesn't matter when you change it. Then we go for Knowledge and Master on Temperance. And then of course we go for Fate because we've used all. See, that's the point of using all the Spellbook cards. Now some people ask me, like, what's the point of going for all these loops? You're not like running Magical Explosion or anything. Well, the point is that you have cards like Fate that will really change the game because you need 3 cards to banish in order to use Fate. Now, of course, here he goes for a Ghost Ogre. I'm surprised he didn't go Ghost Ogre on High Priestess earlier. But anyway, he goes for Ghost Ogre on the Tower, and I negate it using Strike. And that was a good strike. A very important one because Temperance was able to be safe also. Go for another High Priestess, and then, of course, go for these amazing combos with Knowledge, Power, Master, and that ends up being game. Again, you see World in our hand. Would it be a good idea to tribute summon it in this situation? Of course not. Now, what are you going to do about that? In this case, because of cards like Knowledge and Secrets and Master and all those cards that allow you to recycle, it won't be that big of a deal. Now, if I were talking about, like, before Knowledge even existed, like, haha, that's kind of funny. But anyway, before Spellbook of Knowledge even existed, you probably wouldn't be running World of Prophecy simply because once it gets into your hand, then it's kind of a waste of space, and you don't have enough draw power in order to play around that. So it's not too big of a deal right now. Finally, we have we're with this guy again. playing some deck. I don't really know what deck he's playing, but anyway, open up with Crescent, which is good, because Crescent's best turn 1. Crescent into Secrets into Blue Boy, Master, blah blah blah. Knowledge on Blue Boy, get some decent card advantage. Cards in our graveyard. Feels bad, man, with the Twin Twisters on our 2 face downs. Gotta get better at that, but it's okay. We get the chain on Wisdom. At the end, we're not too worried about it. Vanish Pop, go for Eternity, get it back. Secrets, go for Blue Boy, go for Master. Master on Secrets, go for Power. Destroy it, and then get Power's effect and add another. That's a lot of card advantage right there. Of course, we're going to add Knowledge so that we can give you more card advantage and basically abuse the tempo, and he decides to surrender because he doesn't like that. And we drew Eternity and Secrets. That's really good because High Priestess effect banishes.